You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part by HauntedSiouxFalls.com. Ooh. Hey, you know what the scariest part, Dan? You can now actually get the packets. We got them all ready to go finally.
It's $99.
Oh.
You'd easily be out $100 and some change. But John and Heidi and a crack crew of, I swear, there's a dozen people working around the clock on this thing.
It would have been nice.
We'd
have had it done on time.
Engineers, physicists, nuclear scientists. It was crazy. It's just, it's one little booklet. It gets you into all of these attractions. For how much?
You get 6 attractions for $60. Or if you want to buy 2 passes, it's $100. So then it's only $50 each.
How do people glom onto these, John?
If you go to HauntedSiouxFalls.com, we've got details there. Or better yet, just call the radio station and I'll meet you in a dark, shady parking lot somewhere and trade you the goods for
the usual.
There you go.
I want it to look really shady when we do it, wherever we do it.
There you go. All right.
That's just going to be fun. So what do you have for us today, Dan?
Well, we got a couple birthdays, of course. I always liked this guy. I thought he was a pretty class guy and a pretty darn good boxer, too. Evander Holyfield is 59 today.
Yeah. Didn't he get his ear chewed off?
He did, but what a great story to tell, and I actually watched that fight, and I was a fan of Mike Tyson, and I'm going, what? I think Mike's chewing on his head. What?
Yeah, what was that?
Oh, my Lord, he is chewing on his head.
Oh, my.
Oh, my.
Humanity.
I remember standing up, walking towards the TV going, am I seeing this?
Don't you remember when George Foreman did that back in the 70s? No, he didn't.
Nobody's done that like
that
ever.
was nuts.
Yeah.
But again,
It's kinda
Evander
crazy.
to this day can go, yeah, Mike Tyson chewed on my head. Got that going for me. He is 59 today and still
Happy
in
birthday.
darn good shape for a human being.
Minus that one spot on his ear.
From the Brady Bunch, Mike Brady, Robert Reed, born this day.
Yeah. He was dad, right?
Yeah,
He was a
and
dad.
he passed away, right?
Sadly.
He's
Yes.
no longer with us.
Yes, he did.
Yep.
And Amy Carter.
Is that
Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy's
Jimmy
daughter?
Carter's kid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jimmy, remember when Jimmy's in the White House? There's this little precocious little blonde girl running around the White
What's she
House.
doing nowadays?
She is 54.
Whoa.
She is, John, a bona fide, certified, full-time peace activist.
Oh, wow.
From what I see, she's not very good at it. Pick it up, Amy.
Come on, Amy. When are you going to bring on the peace?
I'm like,
Wow.
let's be honest here.
Really? I mean, if you think
Call it
about
what it is. I
Yeah.
mean, if that's all I'm doing 24/7, it's going to be a little more peaceful somewhere.
Peaceful in this room, at least.
How do you even accept your paycheck?
I don't think you get paid for that.
And normally I do 3 highlights in history, but only 2 things of import, and they're both huge, both amazing game changers. So let's get at it. 1781, you guys, this day, British forces under General Charles Cornwallis signed terms of surrender to George Washington at Yorktown, ending the Revolutionary War.
Oh, yeah. That's a big deal.
It is a
You're
big
right.
deal.
It is a very big deal.
Yeah, can you imagine George Washington just kind of sitting there going, so, hey, Cornwallis, guess what? This is what happens now.
Yeah.
Go tell the king. Bite me. Sign here.
I don't think that's...
Sign here.
Kids, don't believe that. That's not how it went down.
And this was huge, too, and I'm sure you know where you were this day in 1980. Young man by the name of Steve McPeak rides a unicycle.
Okay.
Unicycle happened to be 101 feet 9 inches tall.
Whoa.
It's like
big unicycle.
It's like a 10-story building tall.
Whoa.
That is really big.
That's right. And he's still riding it because he can't quite figure out how to get off there. So I know, you know, we all know. And we just forge ahead.
We're going to do that. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part by HauntedSiouxFalls.com.
In the past year, did you find yourself drinking more often? The stress of the last year had that effect on many people. If you're struggling to get back to normal and get the booze out of your daily routine, there is help. TimeForRehab.com would love to help you find the best option for you. There are many different programs. TimeForRehab.com will do our best to match you up with the program that will work best for your needs. Learn more at TimeForRehab.com. We want to help. TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
And now Stuff Dan finds interesting.
Yeah.
It is time for Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. And Dan, what do you find interesting on this fine Tuesday?
Well, strangely enough, I turned my sights to where I was born and raised, the Twin Cities. I love this story a lot. In fact, I think this guy should have a street named after him, although he's in a little bit of legal trouble.
Uh-oh.
His name is Jeffrey Walker, 57 years old, of Afton, which is just kind of outside St. Paul there,
Okay.
Washington County. He's been charged with 5 misdemeanors so far for violating city restrictions for airstrips, takeoffs, and landings. He built a runway in his backyard.
Really?
Really?
Yes, and he and his buddies been flying their little airplanes in and out of there. And
So he must not live in
He
a
must
city.
live in the country.
It's like, I wouldn't have that kind of room in my bed.
No.
We got a big backyard.
well, it's right outside the
Okay.
Twin Cities. We're not talking like huge
a suburb,
rural
it's not a
America
town,
here.
right.
There's, according to documents, multiple people in the area have complained in the past couple months after observing Walker and other pilots landing and taking off in airplanes on his property.
Oh,
I guess
wow.
I didn't know that you couldn't do that.
What?
Well,
Just
well,
land
why
an airplane
couldn't
wherever
you?
you feel like it?
Yeah. I mean, if there's a runway, as long as it's safe.
Well, airspace, apparently you got to do paperwork.
Probably want to let the FAA know.
That's all I'm thinking. But to me, it's like, well, here's a guy. Let's see, I got a plane. I'm kind of getting tired of driving over to the airport there. Oh, I know. I got the room. I'll just build an airstrip
It's a great idea.
off my back deck.
Yeah, that's a great idea if you can do it. You know, South Sioux City, no, take that back. North Sioux City, South Dakota. There is an airstrip there where there are people that are building homes around it. So, like, if you're a pilot and you want to land and, like, drive right to your house, it's down there somewhere because I talked to a guy who was buying property there. That's kind of an interesting idea, too.
Well, I don't see a problem with it.
Well, prosecutors say that having a private airport in this particular area is in direct violation of city ordinances. So something's written down somewhere.
So they
right.
actually put that in writing.
That's right there. Right here, buddy.
So this is not the first time this has happened. Is
See,
what
to me,
you're telling
it's like, this is just such a guy thing to me, man. It's like,
I think it's great.
I'm just going to do, where's the rototiller?
Make that happen.
I need a couple truckloads of gravel. Let's just kind of get it done. Well, it reminds me of a great story. This was years ago. There were 3 guys, and I want to say it was somewhere in Ohio. And these were, little big town mucky mucks, a doctor, a lawyer, or whatever, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
They bought 10 acres of land.
Yeah.
And all the folks are going, oh, geez, I wonder what those 3 guys are going to do. They're going to maybe build a strip mall, blah, 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 blah. And time went on, and they cleared a bunch of brush out of it and everything else. And one day there was just a giant catapult sitting there, and they were launching junk cars.
Oh
just
my gosh, that's
to
amazing.
see how far they could fling cars.
That's amazing.
Is there a city ordinance? We have 3 acres of land in the city. Can we do that here?
But to me, it's just stupid guy stuff. I love it so much.
Oh, that's
So,
fun.
Who can help me with the carapult?
Mr. Walker, good luck with your do-it-yourself airport.
There you
It's
go.
pretty cool. Happy flying, buddy.
Absolutely. Hope it goes well. And that is what we refer to as stuff Dan finds interesting. I'm John with a fun comparison. Some puppies are purebred and they cost more. Others are more affordable. And then there are free puppies. Nobody really knows where they come from, but they're free. In the advertising world, it's like that too. There are some super expensive ways to advertise if you can afford it. And there are some free things you've probably tried, but those dogs rarely work. Radio is kind of like that middle puppy. Affordable, will snuggle with you, and hopefully not pee on the rug. Radio advertising. Super affordable, a great investment, and man's best friend. Try it and let BetterResultsAdvertising.com bring your message to life. Time now for your morning coffee break, brought to you by Kaladi's Bistro on the corner of 26th and Minnesota Avenue in Sioux Falls. Mr. Ferris, what do you got for us? on
Well,
tap
it's the
today?
Halloween candy thing, and I just kind of ran into this personally. Both my grandkids have birthdays this month.
Right.
And as part of what I sent them, because there was a great sale going on. It's like great big bags of candy bars, little mini candy bars.
Right.
So they're like $2.97 a bag.
Oh,
So it's like, well, I'm going to grab one of each. So I ended up with 4 different kinds.
right.
But then the box that I bought to put little gifts and stuff in, darn it wasn't quite big enough. So I ended up
You had to eat a couple.
I ended up keeping 2 of those bags. 2 of them. That's all there is to it. And now I come across the annual list of the most popular Halloween candies in the country, and it basically goes state by state. And I'm not okay with how this turned out. I'm just not. These are according to people who compile this data, and it's based on Google searches. Who searches Halloween candy?
Yeah, I don't
Apparently a
know.
lot of people.
Okay.
This is how it comes out. Just some states in our neck of the woods here, for instance, Wyoming. I didn't even know they still made these. Sweet Tarts,
Oh, yeah.
Halloween candy in
those
Wyoming,
are
it was
good.
popular. Montana, Tootsie Roll Pops.
Okay.
Wisconsin, I am down with this. Pretzel M&Ms.
Oh, those are good.
Good on you, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Not a bad choice.
Yeah.
And I didn't know you could still get these either, but they're listed like twice. North Dakota is hot tamales.
Oh, yeah.
I love
those are
hot
good.
tamales.
Nebraska's hot tamales.
Ooh, wow. North and south of us.
How about that? Iowa, Reese's peanut butter
There you
cups.
go, Iowa.
Who doesn't like Reese's?
I
Right?
know.
Am I
That's my
right?
fave.
Amazing.
Or Snickers.
Minnesota, down with the Snickers bar.
Nice.
That's where they're listed. In South Dakota, take a guess. Because I never would have in a million years.
Is it the salted nut roll?
It's not, but those are pretty good. Those are made in St. Paul, Minnesota.
Candy corn?
Candy corn, no, but you're kind of. I guess I can't really speak to this because I don't believe I've ever had one in my life. But South Dakota,
Twin
according to the data, it's gummy worms.
That's the best candy for Halloween?
This is most
Weird.
popular Halloween candy in every state.
Who is giving out gummy worms? Because don't those
Well,
you just reach in
I
and
think
grab
at
them?
Halloween you can get them in little individual
Okay, you're just
bags.
dropping a-
No, you're not
dropping
just a gummy worm. There you go.
Take this gummy worm.
Well, keep in mind this list is based on Google searches. But who in South Dakota is searching gummy
I don't know.
worms and why?
I'll tell you something I saw that was kind of cute. It was at a kid's party. They had like busted Oreos crunched up into a little cup, and then they had gummy worms on top of that, and it was like worms and dirt is what they called it. That was really pretty clever. And I said, somebody got to eat a whole lot of Oreo frosting. So that would have been the best part of making that.
Well, it's interesting because there's a different list here from a different company compiling data as well. And in
Snickers?
South Dakota, it lists Starburst.
Starbursts. Okay.
Yes.
Get a lot of, again, I'm not going to say anybody else is weird because I'm the weirdo.
I'm more of a chocolate
Yeah.
person.
I am too. I would have thought
Yeah,
chocolate would
I
be
would-
across the board, but no, not even close. Not even close.
Thank you for doing the hard work on that, Dan.
Oh, I'm just glad I bought a box that was too small and I ended up with 2 big bags of candy bars.
That did work out in your favor.
Worked out great.
All right, coming up, I'm going to chat with Ken Tunison about a thing that they're doing right now at Grand Falls Casino and Golf Resort. Heidi and I were out there this weekend, and we saw Dakota Wounded Warrior Project is the beneficiary in the, what is it called? The Resort Club. Mm-hmm. So you can make a donation. We both did that, and I encourage others to do that. But we're going to chat with Ken Tunison to get the details on what is that for? Where does that money go? I know it's an amazing cause, but I want to share that. That's coming up in a bit.
Many new students sign up for credit cards that are not very good. Have a conversation about how to properly use credit so they don't learn this lesson the hard way. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Want one that offers points? We have those. Want a card to help you build credit? We have those too. Bettercreditcards.com is designed to help you get a better credit card. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for a bright spot of news brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls. They can brighten any room with a beautiful light fixture. We're going to brighten your day right now with some positive news. I have Ken Tunison joining me, and we're going to talk about a special way for you to help Dakota Wounded Warrior this whole month at Grand Falls Casino and Golf Resort. Ken, how are you doing, sir?
Wonderful. Wonderful. Thanks for asking.
We always enjoy visiting with you, and you guys do so many great things for so many great causes. But this Dakota Wounded Warrior Project, let's talk a little bit about the project first, and then we're going to tell folks how they can make a contribution. But tell me a little bit about the project.
The project is to raise money because we're involved in so many different things, and the support that Grand Falls has given us helps us not only do the Purple Heart businesses, Purple Heart cities, Purple Heart counties, Purple Heart flags for those that are Purple Heart recipients that pass away, and we give them a Purple Heart recipient flag to put on the grave.
That's very nice.
And we're very involved with the Veteran Cemetery. I was on the South Dakota Vet Council that helped usher it through the legislative session back in 2019 and 18. So, this is all one of the many things that we do also support the veterans at Christmas time and Thanksgiving time that are in the VA hospital and the community living center, and give them care packages along with disabled American veterans and the Vietnam veterans. So we all kind of work together to help those that need help, sir.
And this is such a great thing that you guys do. And first of all, thank you for that. And also, thank you for your service as well. We appreciate that a bunch. Now, if somebody listening is thinking, I'd like to help with this project that Ken and the crew are working on, this kind of tugs at my heartstrings too. There's a lot of ways they can help, but a really simple way right now is to go out to Grand Falls Casino and Golf Resort and donate $10 at the resort club. That's a pretty darn simple way to do it, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And then the Grand Falls Casino will put $10 on their card.
And
so it's a win-win situation, sir.
Absolutely is. And again, that's going on for the rest of the month of October. So if you want to give right now, but what happens if somebody goes, boy, you know what, I'm not going to be able to make it out there. If they want to just make a direct donation directly to Dakota Wounded Warriors, how would I go about doing that?
Yeah, they could do that by sending it to Dakota Wounded Warriors at 1600 West Russell, Sioux Falls, South Dakota. That's in the South Dakota Military Heritage Alliance building.
Very nice. Well, I would love to see a lot of people dig deep and give give from their heart, but give to an amazing cause. Ken, thank you for all that you do, and thank you for your time today. We appreciate it a bunch.
You're very welcome. Very welcome, sir. Thank you, and you have a nice day.
Absolutely. Again, Dakota Wounded Warrior, if you'd like to make a contribution, again, a simple way to do it right now, Grand Falls Casino and Golf Resort will allow you to make a $10 contribution at the resort club. When you do that, they'll put $10 on your resort club card, and you'll be able to go out and do some gaming, and who knows, maybe win really big. But you're already a big winner because you're helping contribute funds to an amazing cause. And again, you can do that the rest of this month at Grand Falls Casino and Golf Resort. I'm going to throw a link on our Facebook page as well to tell you how you can give directly to Dakota Wounded Warrior. Again, all of the details at facebook.com/Sunny Radio and facebook.com/Sioux Falls News.
Merry Christmas! Oh, you're not ready for that yet. How about Happy Halloween? At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all of the fun holidays throughout the year with funny, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we have a gift idea for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day, whether you buy these weird gifts or not. It's worth checking out, just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
And it's time now for the newsiest news we do. It's time for News with Dan Farris.
I'm an award-winning journalist. I wear out the shoe leather. I bang on desk. I demand answers.
He does.
I drill deep. I get all the news, that is. What is going on, kids, today? It's insane.
What happened?
It's insane. This is pretty close to home. We're dealing with Brookings County here.
Oh.
Just a recent post, Brookings County Sheriff's Department Facebook page, which, of course, I am a big follower. Dateline, Volga, South Dakota, the Brookings County Sheriff's Office, sending out a warning to residents of Volga. Goes like this, quote, before driving anywhere, this is from the Facebook post, Brookings County Sheriff's Department, before driving anywhere, please take a moment to check the lug nuts on your vehicle.
What?
Oh, my God.
We have received numerous reports of individuals loosening
Oh, my God.
lug nuts in the Vogel area. Please spread this around to parties who may not have access to Facebook. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the new TikTok challenge.
Oh,
Is that
my
what they're
gosh.
It's a TikTok challenge.
Okay,
That is dangerous, and that is horrifying.
And you could kill somebody. You could literally, and then you'll go to prison for manslaughter or murder or whatever it would be.
I like seeing the glass half full. This also tells me that today's youth does know the first steps in
changing a tire.
Changing a
switching
tire.
out.
Yeah. Well, there is the positive
Wow.
side, Dan.
Oh,
Thanks
they
for
didn't
that.
even know what to
That's
do with an
awful.
X-wrench. It is awful. I've had enough.
Don't do that, kids. Please, please, please don't do that.
Another TikTok challenge. Social media.
TikTok is just a cancer.
It's the devil's playground. Parents, take all your kids' phones away. Destroy them. Throw their laptops in the garbage. And make them get a job. Preferably in a mine. Should we take a look at sports?
Yes,
Kill me
please.
over here.
Let's shell. Brought to you by Bert and the crew at Hockey Headquarters. Beautifully nestled right there in the Sanford Sports Complex. Everything for hockey and then some. And figure skating, too. Who has been just missing LeBron James? I know this guy has. LeBron James, of course, he's outspoken. He is still one of the most popular NBA players ever in the history of the sport. And he likes to shoot his mouth, and pretty much 100% of what he says is completely wrong on every level. You know, as a result of that, he does get some flack occasionally when he's out and about. Somebody mocks him, somebody taunts him, somebody throws him a little zinger, zinger. So some sports writer whose name I literally can't pronounce actually did an article about that and compiled a list of LeBron James' best comebacks.
Oh, really?
Oh, good.
They are witty, they're acerbic, they're hard-hitting, they're biting, and
oh, good.
and I've got the top three. They go like this. So you're jaw-jacking LeBron James. So don't be surprised if LeBron eyeballs you and says, "Your lady is embarrassed to be with you."
Oh. Or that's one of them, huh?
"You mad or nah? You should be mad at your shoes you picked out."
Oh, wow. These are the best comebacks?
These are the top three.
The top three?
According to a sports
this
writer
next one's
whose
the
name
best,
I can't pronounce. This is a classic, hard-hitting
Quiet on the
LeBron
set,
James
everybody.
comeback gem, and it goes exactly like
Here we go.
this. Wah, wah, wah.
I was thinking there might be more to this.
Nope, solid stuff. All I can say is, hey, LeBron, Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, both better. Wah, wah, wah.
Wow.
From the Sunny 93.3 News Desk, I'm Dan Farris. Reminding you, if it's news, it is news to me. Thanks for watching. Good night, everybody.
In the past year, did you find yourself drinking more often? The stress of the last year had that effect on many people. If you're struggling to get back to normal and get the booze out of your daily routine, there is help. TimeForRehab.com would love to help you find the best option for you. There are many different programs. TimeForRehab.com will do our best to match you up with the program that will work best for your needs. Learn more at TimeForRehab.com. We want to help. TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Tuesday, October 19th, 2021. The equity markets wobbled a bit Monday, but were able to move higher by the end of the day. The move was driven by hopes that earnings season would continue to be better than expected, despite mounting headwinds within the economy. The biggest risk is that inflationary pressures will cut too deeply into the outlook for future earnings. But so far, consumers are accepting higher prices without pushback. This week marks the first full week of peak earnings for the Q3 reporting cycle. Even so, there are only 19 S&P 500 companies reporting this week, and 4 Dow components as well. The real peak of the season won't start until next week. Also on tap this week, key reads on the housing market and the index of leading indicators. You can get the inside track from Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.